I'm taking the job at Market Equities.
Tell me how that helps us.
It helps us when I run it into the fucking ground.
Beth is now working for the enemy, and she wants revenge.
May I help you?
She's so out for blood with someone that she feels betrayed her.
You bet on the wrong horse.
It's war games, really. It's almost like she's some general of an army. She's thinking, I'm gonna destroy this.
You are fired.
There's something empowering about it.
All this shit is moving to Montana.
Basically, Casey on his way into work, there's a run-in at the livestock office. He's trying to keep the peace and separate everyone, calm everyone down. Things escalate. Casey not being able to handle an escalation like that kind of takes it a little too far, and things get a little out of hand.
Stay! Everybody down! On the ground now! On the ground! What the fucking fuck?
Through all of this, one of the sort of leaders of this protest is Summer.
You must be the big boss.
I'm a retired big boss. You can see how that's working out for me.
The first time Summer and John meet, it's as adversaries.
We're here protesting the mass murder of millions of animals every year.
How cute does an animal have to be before you care if it dies to feed you?
I think it was Taylor's attempt to say, why don't we all just try to understand each other?
Made bail.
How'd I do that?
I think at a level of guilt, you needed to get her out.
When John bails me out of jail, it's really confusing, but he seems kind of open to discussion.
You believe what you're doing is right. I disagree, but I respect it.
You're gonna ask me something, though.
I'd like to show you my ranch. John is much more evolved than he actually leads on.
I'm gonna trust you.
Good.
I think also maybe Summer has a little bit of a cowboy fantasy, so there's something there.
Cameras, Alpha Mark, Charlie Mark.
Just not long ago, Tate went through this very traumatic experience. Someone's broken into his house and he's had to kill someone. So they decide to move back on the reservation with her grandfather.
Thank you.
You needed this.
We both do.
Monica feels some kind of guilt for being responsible for the experience that Tate's now dealing with. And she's looking toward her indigenous side to really find understanding of it. That's where we get to introduce some profound Native American ceremony and ritual in order to help out of compassion.
Monica is a big part of the community on the Broken Rock Reservation, and hands down, we'd always be there for her.
They're trying to clear all the bad energy inside of me, but it's pretty hard to do that.
Rainwater is introduced as an antagonist, but you've seen their relationship really change over time and become a source of guidance and support and healing.
He won't think of himself as a killer. He'll think of himself as a warrior. Like you.
So Jamie comes across Terrell Riggins, finds out that he was a cellmate of Jamie's father. Immediately, Jamie knows what this means. In his discovery, in doing that work, he finds out his father was involved, and this disrupts Jamie's relationship with his father.
Hard day at the office?
Yeah, you could say that. Was it real? Was there any real connection there? Or was Jamie just a pawn again in a violent game? Finally, Christina arrives back in Jamie's life.
You did it.
She does so because she sees that he has broken free of the Duttons. I don't think Jamie ever thought he was going to actually get to see her again. He thought it was damaged beyond repair, and she is as close to tapping into who Jamie is than anyone around. If he's going to have a chance at finding himself, he needed that to happen.
Good luck.
Jimmy, luck ain't got a fucking thing to do with it.
When you watch those professional riders, those men and women that do it for a living, the more I learn about it, the more I understand that I don't know. So to be at those shows, watching those riders do reining, cutting, You learn so much so quickly. And this whole experience for me, Jeff, was so sort of perfectly aligned with Jimmy's experience, because Jimmy's sort of going to these shows and learning so much so quickly, and that's exactly the case for me too. Jimmy's arrival at the 4-6s, I think he shows up there, he doesn't know what to expect. It's like being dropped out of a helicopter or something. He has no idea what to expect, and he just has to survive.
You have this young man who had nothing, so I wanted to watch him go on that journey to become a man.
Jimmy's a kind of an idiot. He's pretty clueless, makes mistakes all the time, and so being dropped into this new environment, he just has to pick up what he can as fast as he can, and he has to never give up.
Most people in Texas don't sleep on the ground.
I wanted to highlight where ranching began, and it began in West Texas.
These cowboys at the 6s live on the 6s, and they're the best at this in the world. And so it's an incredible opportunity for me to get to learn alongside Jimmy, sort of under the tutelage of these just brilliant cowboys.
An opportunity to explore actual historical working ranches that exist today through a character of Yellowstone from this fictional ranch. It checked all the boxes for me as a filmmaker, as a director, and as a writer.
Let's run the rank out of these sons of bitches.